Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Acupuncture is My Life. Now, in this episode, I'd like to discuss certain foods that if you eat them on the regular basis, and it doesn't mean every day, but included in your diet a few times a week, you may never get sick. Now, I know that's raising many eyebrows out there right now, but this is a reality because, when it comes to your immune system, or as your protective chi, as an acupuncturist would put it, you want to keep it nice and strong. And it's actually your middle jiao, your spleen and stomach, that's responsible for that. And acupuncturists understand that because your spleen and stomach is responsible for all chi and blood created after birth. That's why many times when you see an acupuncturist, regardless of what your ailments may be, there would still be a subtle focus on strengthening your middle jiao, because this is what supports your immune system. You see, there are certain people, or individuals I should say globally, that'll feel one type of food can do it all. And no, that's not the case. It's your overall diet that gives you the fuel to allow for your middle jiao to extract nutrients, and help create chi and blood to boost your natural defenses, or should I say your protective chi. And there are two first steps in strengthening your immune system and maintaining good health. One is, of course, as you already know, acupuncture. But what's right next to that is a balanced diet that has lots of whole grains, fruits, vegetables, healthy fats, and both pre and probiotics, and high quality protein. But you see, in this episode, I want to talk about certain foods that you may want to consider eating as much as possible. You may want to consider eating, and I want to start with, let's say, asparagus. Now, asparagus is an awesome prebiotic. Which is a type of undigestible fiber. It has an undigestible fiber. And you can look at prebiotics as a form of food or fertilizer for healthy bacteria in your gut. Now, prebiotics are great in improving your immune system. Why? Because it increases anti-inflammatory cytokines and it reduces pro-inflammatory cytokines. Now, it's not just asparagus you can get prebiotics from. You can get them from certain fruits, other vegetables, beans, whole grains like wheat, barley, oats. But be careful. Just because you're hearing this in this podcast doesn't mean to run out and just overdose on asparagus, because it can also leave you with this bloated, gassy feel, which is uncomfortable. Now, another is one of my favorites is shiitake mushrooms. I won't say it's one of my favorites, but it's there. It's in the top 25. And these are sort of like medicinal type of mushrooms, which tends to support your body's immune defense against infections, because it acts on various elements of the immune system. And it has the ability to increase T cell immune response. You could saute shiitake mushrooms in some olive oil, and you can add it to omelets, pasta dishes, soups, rice dishes, salads. You can be really creative when it comes to shiitake mushrooms. Now, another is broccoli. Because broccoli possesses antioxidant acting polyphenols that's super important for your immune system. Because it has a particular compound in it called sulforaphane glucosinolate. Well, glucosinolate. Say that 20 times. Glucosinolate. And every time I think of that word, I can picture it in my head. But then I think of trying to say, because I did that with one of my colleagues one time. Say glucosinolate 10 times real fast. It was funny. But this particular compound is basically a disease-fighting agent that tends to boost a person's immunity or immune system. But when you cook it, you have to be careful because you want to eat it as close to being raw as possible. So you'll steam it maybe just a little bit. And another is my all-time favorite, especially. No, I can't keep saying all-time favorite because I have a lot. Is in my top 15. It's chicken soup, especially during the winter. You cannot beat making a big pot of chicken soup and let it last for a couple of days. And just eat that as dinner. Ooh. Whoa. You know what's in it? It's like super awesome. Okay? It's great for when you're feeling under the weather, you're catching a cold. But depending on what the ingredients are in your chicken soup tends to possess anti-inflammatory or have an anti-inflammatory effect on the body. When you come down with a virus or some type of bacterial infection, chicken soup, you have to have that on the menu. You can't go wrong with that. You have to have that on the menu because, as an acupuncturist, I understand that health is wealth. I know that the wealth is not in an app on your phone or in the stock market. I know it's not in the bank or in the safe. I know it's not in your pocket or your purse, in a shoebox in the closet, under the doghouse in the backyard, or under your mattress. I know it's in you. And I know that by listening to these podcasts or Acupuncture is My Life podcasts on a regular basis, you understand that too. So I'm sure, along with seeing a physician on an annual basis, you're strongly considering regular wellness visits with an acupuncturist. So many of you have already messaged Acupuncture is My Life on the Acupuncture is My Life app, expressing thanks, gratitude toward, what we're recommending, what we're pushing. And if you don't already have the app, download it. It's free. Just go to your app store. Go to Google Play Store, just the App Store with Apple. Download it. It's so much on that app. You can learn about the benefits of acupuncture relative to certain diseases, disorders, and more. And view all of the Acupuncture is My Life social media platforms as well. But you know what? You know what else is awesome? Ginger. Now, ginger, you can throw it in your soup. your tea. I mean, ginger has the ability to block viruses. So ginger's great. Garlic is also great too. Because garlic is rich in allicin, which is a compound that has been proven to boost a person's immune system. So much you can do with garlic. Put in your salads. You can spice up so many dishes with garlic. Now, another you want to consider is citrus fruits. Grapefruits, oranges, lemons, limes, loaded with vitamin C. Vitamin C being one of the best boosters of the immune system. Why? Because it increases the production of white blood cells, which tend to fight infection. And you see, this is part of what acupuncture is all about. Eastern nutrition consultation. See, you sit with an acupuncturist, and all of these foods that I'm discussing, they'll explain to you the effects it has on certain meridians, chi and blood, and much, much more. But these foods are great for strengthening a person's protective chi. That's the chi that protects you from external pathogenic factors. Sit with an acupuncturist. They'll explain all of this to you. Another is cauliflower, which is a cruciferous vegetable. Great food that helps with immunity. It's loaded with antioxidants and vitamin C. And see, you can replace white pasta or white rice with cauliflower. But now, here's a test. I want to see if you guys remember this. If you listen to Acupuncture is My Life podcast regularly, you would know the colors of foods, which internal organs they benefit. Cauliflower is white. So cauliflower is great for any of you. I'm going to take a second. Can you guess? Can any of you guys guess? Exactly. The lungs. Green, healthy vegetables and fruits are great for the liver. Red, healthy vegetable and fruits are great for the heart. Yellow and orange fruits and vegetables are great for the spleen and stomach, which is super important. White, healthy fruits and vegetables are great for the lungs. Black or dark blue, dark colored fruits and vegetables are great for the kidneys. But if you really want to get those kidneys going, black sesame seed. But that's a whole nother episode. But these are things you'll learn seeing an acupuncturist on a regular basis. And when something's wrong, recommendations for certain foods would be made by your acupuncturist. It's not much to it. Just simply make acupuncture a part of your life. Because acupuncture is my life. What's yours?